As you can see, there are quite a few low carbohydrate diet articles, reviews, summaries. If you click on Google, you've got 478,000 results in under 6 thousandths of a second. Good afternoon, this is Robert Reed. I'm trying to use the multimedia opportunities I have, or at least give it a try, get me ready for our presentation at the end of the semester. This is a review of week 2 in my N=1 experiment. I am currently testing the theory that a low carbohydrate diet can affect body fat composition. What the hope was, or the plan was, to go into a low carbohydrate diet, thereby depleting all carbohydrate stores and relying on changing the body, having to rely on using fats in its place. I've maintained the same amount of calories, but we want to see if we can still manipulate the body fat. I'll confess, after week 2, it's been a little frustrating. With my measurements, I'm still right around 20% body fat, and it physically looks a little bit different. I'm not going to scare you all with my photos yet, but I was hoping it would be a little bit more visible in when I did. I have taken some action based on my week 1 evaluation, and I've added bouillon cubes and additional sodium to my diet, and this kind of also fell in line with the KINE article. You can't see it, I've got them below here, but I've got like 4 different articles I'm going to try to reference and talk about today as well. The 1983 study by KINE, etc., or et al., was trying to figure out if going into a low carbohydrate diet could be adaptable, getting rid of headaches, getting rid of nausea that was characteristic of prior studies. And one of the main things they did change was the amount of, or put in additional sodium to readjust their composition or body functions. So I've done that, and it has worked pretty well. The other thing that I have done is continue to pre-screen my food, trying to avoid any surprises. I confess I got caught this morning. I did not realize my glucosamine chondroitin drink that I have had about 10 grams of carbs, and I wasn't prepared for that. So we'll figure out something tomorrow. But I did also have narrowed down what I eat. I try to stay with the same ingredient every day, or same food base every day. It just seems to make it easier to track, such as that. I'm only intaking low glycemic fruit, which has been very frustrating. I do like fruit and have become more aware of the benefits and the value of a balanced diet. So once this experiment's over, have quit counting carbs per se, then I'm going to get fruit back into my diet, but I will maintain a low glycemic fruit. I'm trying to maintain awareness with regard to the N3, N6 ratios, balancing out fish, nuts, and oils to the best of my ability. Again, you've got to keep everything in perspective with regard to the test, but we're going to go from there and see if it keeps it out. Lastly, I'm getting a little bit anxious, so one of the things I picked up in the Dimer, Merrimer, and Kravitz review, and I will attach these to the blog, and it was entitled the Physiology of a Fat Loss. And it talks about, what it really talked about there, the gist of the message was how to exercise and what zone you want to exercise, whether you're in the mythical low fat burning zone, which is actually high intensity. So there's always been a question whether it is a true fat burning zone, and they had a pretty persuasive article stating that basically you burn your most fat when you're at rest, and of course it's sleep, you optimize your fat burning, optimization of fat burning if you can exercise at between 60 and 70% of your VO2 max. And of course, once you go over that 70% and move into the high intensity, the body moves into burning carbohydrates first, metabolizing carbohydrates first. So I'll be honest with you, I've increased my exercising this week a little bit. First day I kind of stayed in that moderate zone, and the intention was to hopefully burn fat. And then the second day I started thinking, I go, wait a minute, I really want to try to get all the carbohydrate stores, if there is any left, out of my body. I have managed to keep my carbs in the 50 grams and below range. So it's probably too early to tell. If I revert back to, again, the KINE article, their study was over the course of 5 weeks. I'm not even close. Realistically, week 2, just kind of getting started. So going forward, actually I'm going to kind of stay the course. Pre-screen my suspect foods, keep my sodium levels up to eliminate any lightheadedness, just eat the same things I've been eating pretty much, keep low glycemic in mind, balance out my fats because that's the biggest percentage of my diet right now. So balance out fish, nuts, and seeds, fish, nuts, and oils. And I'm going to continue the cardio, added a couple days of cardio, and I'm going to probably be in that 60 to 70, 75% range. It's just my natural tendency, especially if I'm kind of jamming some music. And we'll see how it goes. I feel better. I know that's a qualitative fact, but it's where I am, so we're going to go with that. So thanks. See you next week.